Alright, so in my last video, I asked the question, do you want to see me buy 7-star Deadpool? And this question, turns out, is going to cost me $200. But it's fine because it's for y'all, right? And especially recently, y'all have been like the best community out there, just being so supportive on my live streams, making those an absolute blast. Like, it's been a really good time, and it's been a really good month as well. So let's kick off the new month with a very fun video where I regrettably spends a bit of money to get this 7-star Deadpool, but it's all in good fun, right? It's all for like a good reason. That's a lie. It's not for a good, I mean, it is a good reason. It's for y'all, but that doesn't make it a smart use of my money. But it's fine. I'm used to this. It's not my first rodeo. But yeah, here's a 6200 6-star Deadpool, by the way. We got him 3 times in those 10 crystals, which is wild. And yeah, Mcoc Deadpool is of course a really strong character when it comes to regen. He's not strong anywhere else, but when it comes to regen, he's pretty good. But the 7-star Deadpool, he doesn't have that regen because he's not going to be awakened. So it's like, what is he going to be used for? And you'll find out later on in this video, of course. And now we have these super fabulous crystals, and I'm just looking for some units here because this will help me on my journey towards 7-star Mole Man. I need 36.9 thousand units, and I am getting there, all because of spring cleaning, obviously, but y'all help me as well, so thank you very much for like watching the videos, for like coming to my live streams. It all does help me get closer to that journey, or like to that 7-star Mole Man. But yeah, here we're gonna buy the generic gem, the 1.2, the 1 to 2, and we're gonna pick some mutant ISO because on my last live stream, I had to sell all my mutant ISO because of the Wheel of Doom, which, by the way, probably tomorrow we'll run that back because, yeah, the Wheel of Doom is, I think, one of the best live stream ideas out there that I've done. So it's a really fun time. And yeah, it turns out my spending isn't finished yet because I can't even afford the 4th gem here, which would give me the 7 million points. So I have to go back and I have to, get that one more time, which is fine, of course. But yeah, just sucked that I wasn't fully ready. And there's like other good offers here. There's this relic offer, there's the class catalyst offer, but I'm just gonna get these 4 to 5 gems because I can make these the main prize in the Wheel of Doom stream. So if you want to like control who gets that 4 to 5 gem, yeah, be there for my Wheel of Doom streams because they are very fun, very chaotic for sure. And right there I claimed my 7-star Deadpool. So yeah, this is it. I worked pretty hard to get this guy by spending money. That's that's working hard for sure. But yeah, so let's level him up. He's not going to go to rank 2 in this video because I'm not that crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm not that crazy. Look, come on, I got to give myself some credit. But yeah, here's level 25, 18,000 PI. What a beast! You'll love to see it. And he is my lowest PI mutant character pretty much. That's great. Let's give him the Gambit relic just for those extra crits. Let's check out his stats and let's play with him, right? So here is the crit rate stat focus, just to be safe. There's a block penetration because, yeah, I'm going to place this guy on defense all the time, right? But there's a awakened ability. That says like 80,000 health over a minute. That's insane. Like, that's actually insane for a 7-star rank 1 character. That is a bit unreal. But now let's test the waters a bit because yeah, let's see what how much was like the total spent. It was a lot of money. Let's see what a lot of money gets you in this game. So here's 7-star Deadpool. So we're gonna have the Psycho Man synergy throughout the video because what it does is on his heavy attack he inflicts a pretty good armor break, and I'm gonna also have the Professor X synergy for some bonus special attack damage. And I'm gonna have the Horseman pre-fight because it helps any mutant champion. So yeah, let's just see what happens here. Just gonna spam these heavy attacks, and like the damage output is, I mean, it's dealing damage, so I would say it's like a pretty successful number, right? But in all honesty, of course, it's like some damage. The bleed damage there, like 2400 per tick. It's okay. It's nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's test out this Venom the Duck now. Let's see what's up over here. This is about 200,000 health. So let's see how he does in like these short fight scenarios. And y'all gotta watch all this, alright? I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. If you asked for this video, doesn't matter how boring he is, you gotta watch this all, okay? Because I had to live through this. I had to record these fights, so you can't just like, you know, opt out whenever you want. You gotta stick with me here. But yeah, here I dropped the SP2. The bleed damage is okay. It's nothing too crazy. Of course, it's Deadpool, so I don't expect anything crazy from this champion. But he's still very cool. Like, I love the classic design. It is so peak, and yeah, I like it. I think Deadpool is a pretty cool character. He's like very funny, very like, you know, just pretty rad, to be fair. And that was a pretty nice SB2 crit as well. The damage output isn't bad, but I mean, it's kind of bad, but it's fine. And we're gonna go for a combo here into the SP1 and a nice 29,000 SP1 crit. That's not too shabby in the slightest, and that was like a minute flat, so yeah, cool. Here we have this power shield lane, and this is an Act 6, so it's like, you know, punching down for sure. But I was like, you know what, I'm in this quest already, let me just make the most of this horseman pre-fight, because I had to spend revives to like get this horseman going. I'm not gonna waste my revives like all willy-nilly like that. So yeah, let's get some content out of this. So yeah, here I go for just a combo real quick. Bane, of course, is Bane, so that's very annoying. But here I drop the SP2 in a second, and yeah, there's the armor break first. But then check out this madness. It's really cool. We go for the SP2 and a nice 107,000 crit, and the bleed damage is really strong there. So yeah, pretty good fight. Of course, it's power shield, so he's gimped to like he's not gimped, he is like supercharged to the maximum. And here we have the storm fight, same nodes and stuff. It's no big deal. There I get hit, which is kind of hilarious, but yeah, the horseman ability gives us that unstoppable. And if I get hit a ton, you wanna know what happens? I get regen. And I didn't check how potent the regen is, like whenever he hits 20% health, but I imagine it's pretty nice. So yeah, here I dropped the SP2, and yeah, 104,000, very good bleed numbers, and that just does it yet again. Another 30-second fight. But now we have this Shang-Chi here. We're back in like Act 7, so we're getting, you know, some upgrades to the fights at least. And yeah, this is the Ebb and Flow Intercept and also Evolutionary Advantage. So whenever we drop an armor break, it gives us some bonus attack rating, which is pretty nice because Deadpool needs like any attack rating increase he can get, because my gosh, the damage output without it is very dry. So yeah, that extra fury does help big time, and also the intercept node helping a bit as well. So it's like, yeah, this is great for him. But let's just try to get a nice SP2 crit, and if we do that, then it's gonna be some nice numbers, hopefully. So here he dropped the heavy attack, we go for the intercept, and we get it right here. Then I drop the SP2 and a nice 36,000 crit, not too shabby in the slightest. Some nice 4,000 bleed ticks as well. And by the way, this is without horseman. So with horseman, that would have been a much better crit. So let's just see like how the fight plays out though, because so far it's been pretty nice. And am I coping? No, I'm not. You're coping, if anything. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we're chilling, man. Another 4,000 tick bleed, not too shabby. No crit there, but it's fine. And yeah, I am honestly kind of impressed with this fight. It was not too shabby. If I were to take any other mutant champion here, they would have done it in like, what, under a minute probably. But let's see how Deadpool did in this fight. Deadpool took about a minute and 20 something, so not too shabby, man. Like, for a meme tier character, kind of surprising. But here the horseman is up, and it's time to get going. And here we have this Ronin fight, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, hopefully something good. If you saw the intro, you probably know what happens in this fight, but I'll just save the surprise, I guess. But yeah, here we go for the intercept, but it doesn't happen. But with the horseman ability, whenever he purified that, we went unblockable. So that's honestly pretty clutch. I love like that ability of the horseman because it makes Toad really crazy, and hey, it helps out in this scenario as well. But yeah, the fight's going pretty well so far, and I just want to say, like, I wish this Deadpool was better, obviously. I think the other one is so lame. I don't know. I don't like that other Deadpool. There I get very lucky, but it's fine. But yeah, the other Deadpool, like, he was buffed and he's still I know there's like some YouTubers that like him, but I don't think he's good, right? I just don't, like, I'll be honest, I don't think he's good. But yeah, this Deadpool though, he's not like any better, obviously. He does literally nothing but regen, and the 7-star version can't even do that. So it's like, well, guess I'll just you know, not play any Deadpool, because there isn't a good one, right? Is there like more than one? No, it's just those two, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, here it's almost time for the final SP2, hoping for a massive crit because, yeah, we're in Assassin's range, so it should be a pretty nice finishing blow to the fight. And let's see what happens here. We go for the intercept, that's perfect. Here we drop nothing because he drops the SP1, which is whatever. But then I drop my heavy attack, I go back in here, I drop the SP2, and it's a 60,000 crit right there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'll be honest. That was pretty dang sweet. That was pretty clean. Here we have the Shang-Chi again. Sorry, Shang-Chi, but, you know, Deadpool, hey, he has to get some content, so it is what it is. But yeah, here we have this Shang-Chi on this rage lane. I want to showcase how like his bleed can bypass like, I guess, like some damage caps, but I'll be honest, it's not like a strong bleed. This is just to test it, and it does not do enough to carry this fight. So yeah, it is what it is. And there I get very lucky, and I dropped the armor break for the SP2, but then I realized why. Because it's just gonna get capped. So that was all for nothing, so that's perfect. And now he's unblockable, so that's even better. So yeah, here I go for a combo into the relic, into the SP2, and just hope for something nice here. Or do I drop a heavy attack again? I drop a heavy attack again, even though it doesn't matter at all because it's so pointless. But yeah, I don't know that for some reason. So yeah, the damage gets capped again. The bleed damage is very nice though, to be fair, but then again, there's the juke node helping us big time. But hey, I'll take it, right? I'll like, it's not too shabby, but this still kind of feels like crazy to me. I'm playing with a 7-star Deadpool that I didn't even, like, you know, technically pay for, because it was all thanks to y'all. So it's still insane to me. I'm still like really grateful, obviously, and I'm trying to make the most of this guy because, you know, y'all wanted him, so I'm gonna try to deliver. And he's like doing decent things right now, at least. Like, this was a pretty fun fight, pretty clean fight overall. But of course I want to see Deadpool get some love because he is Deadpool, right? Whenever there is like an event related to anything mutant, he is like always at the forefront, I feel like. And not even that, I feel like he is just Kabam's poster boy. It's pretty obvious that like he is, because this man comes around like every single year and they never stop with it because people don't mind it, because people like Deadpool. So it's like, yeah, of course everyone likes this character, it's Deadpool. Just give him something to like work with though. Like, you know, he can talk and stuff, like he can be a great like poster boy, but when it comes to gameplay, give him something at least, right? But like, he's still a very fun character, you know, for a 2016 champion, I guess. He still is like, you know, pretty cool to play. Like, he has basic animations, but like he makes the most of it. Like, for being a 2015 guy, that SP3 is very, very nice, and that SP2 with like the dance animation is also very, very cool. So it's like he didn't have much to work with, but he still made the most of it because it's Deadpool. That's expected of the character. So yeah, very, very cool character. I like him a lot. And is he worth the amount of money I spend? Probably not, but it's okay because, yeah, he gets a pass. He gets a pass for sure. So here I go for an intercept. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. And yeah, there I dropped the SP2. Some pretty nice numbers. And this fight is almost over. Don't worry, guys. It's almost over, I promise. Is it? She's being pretty reserved right now, but it's okay. There I go back in, drop the combo into the relic, into the heavy attack for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, this should do it though. Finally, we do the little cup check, and then there we go. Oh my gosh, I'm such a muppet. Guys, there's so many Deadpools. There is Deadpool, this one. There's the red Deadpool. There is the X-Force Deadpool, or the Dead Force X pool, if you will. There's the gold pool, there's the platinum pool. Yeah, there's 4 of them. and they're all bad. How does that even happen? That's so crazy. Like, you have the opportunity to strike gold how many times, and you can't even do it once? It's like, come on, give this guy something decent, please, man. Like, I get that he's a comedy character, but for example, Gwenpool back in 2017, comedy character, was literally the best champion for a bit of time. Like, they know what to do with comedy characters. Like, they know how to make them good and stuff. They just don't want to do it for Deadpool for some reason. So it's like, what the heck, man? It just makes zero sense. But yeah, I mean, like, it is what it is. But here we have this ebb and flow knockdown node. So like, what this does is you have to knock him down basically. But if you use a heavy attack to do that, there starts, like, this timer begins to like expire, right? And if it expires, you take a lot of damage if you don't drop a special attack in that time frame. So it's like, yeah, you can't heavy attack too often, so it makes this node very, very annoying, to be honest. But it's still a pretty fun fight. But this is where Deadpool starts to be a bit bad, to be honest. But it's just because this node is super annoying. Like, it's not a fun node in the slightest. But yeah, here we drop the heavy attack again. We get some more prowess on us. We go in for a combo into the SP2. And yeah, 18,000 damage. Not too shabby, I guess. But yeah, we need some more crits, man. Like, the Gambit Relic isn't doing anything for us, apparently, which is super annoying because the Gambit Relic, man, I miss its glory days. It used to be so good, and now it's just not even doing anything for anyone, I feel like. But it is what it is. Unless, like, Deadpool's SP2 isn't physical, which is insane, but I think it should be because it's a sword hit, so that sounds pretty physical to me, Buckaroo. But yeah, here I go in, I drop the heavy attack into the SP2, and yeah, some pretty good damage there. But yeah, not too shabby. It is kind of shabby, to be fair. Like, it's not all that, but you know, he's still doing it decently. Like, the thing about Deadpool is he's such a simple character to play that there is essentially no rotation, and I kind of value that. Yeah, surprisingly enough, I think that's a good trait to have, because if you have no rotation, there's nothing to mess up. So that means that if there's a complicated fight, he can probably take it pretty well, since, oh, by the way, nice crit there. But if there's like a complicated fight, he can probably take it pretty well since there is nothing to mess up. So yeah, I'll be honest, that feels like a pretty good trait for any champion, and those 2015 characters, they usually are the ones that have that. So yeah, 2015 champions, gotta appreciate them a bit, since they make life a whole lot easier to, like, you know, to manage, because they're just so easy to play. It's pretty chill. But here I dropped the SP2, a nice crit there. That was honestly kind of nuts. And yeah, a very fun ending, but then a 3-minute fight, so it's like, eh. But here we have the final boss here. We have this Killmonger, and this one is a pretty interesting one because it's a very clutch ending. So this thankfully has a node where, like, if you parry, it inflicts armor break, so that's pretty, like, good for us. But it also has redoubled determination, so what that does is it gives him a ton of extra power, and it gives him increased attack rating per debuff on him. So if we get, like, too many debuffs on him, it'll just be kind of bad, because this also has Extinction Protocol. And what that does is, whenever he drops a special attack, it gives him like more power rate throughout the fight. So it's just going to be a whole ton of power gain, and we do not want that. Okay, we just want to avoid that at all costs, because that's going to be very annoying to deal with later on in the fight. So yeah, just got to be careful there. And do you think I'm careful? The answer is obviously not, because yeah, if I say it's a clutch ending, that means that something kind of goes, you know, not great, but you'll see what happens. Here he drops the SP2, no big deal. Here I go in for a heavy attack in a second, and it's about time to drop the SP2, and let's see the damage output here. So I drop it, and yeah, massive damage, but that was so close to 3 bars of power, so I have to watch out in the next one, because that can't happen again. And the issue is, he is just getting more power gain as the fight goes on. So it's like, okay, can he even solo this fight? Because am I just like taking too long here? So I'm kind of worried at this point, because it's like, what if we can't even finish the fight before like he gets this ultra massive power gain that I just cannot stop, and like I cannot out damage. So I'm kind of worried here, to be honest, but there's only one way to find out, so I have to just try to end the fight ASAP. There we don't get like that much. We don't get like anything super crazy there, so it is what it is. Here he drops the SB2, no big deal. And I think one more SB2 should do it, but we're about to find out, right? And it's like, it's all or nothing essentially. So, but it's time to just like finally finish off the fight. And like the power gain at this point is insane. It's like actually crazy. Like one combo is giving him 2 bars of power. So yeah, I think one SB2 will just, you know, give him a full 3 bars. So I'm like, you know what, man? It doesn't matter, it's time. The block damage is crazy as well. There we drop it. He's at 3 bars of power. We drop a clutch relic right there, and the fight is thankfully over because the bleed damage was just really, really strong there. So yeah, overall, a very, very fun character. It's Deadpool, so like it's kind of a given, but yeah, is he worth all the money? Probably not. If you like the character, then I guess it is, because like, you know, he's a very popular character. He's a very cool champion overall. But yeah, once again, just want to say thank you for like supporting the channel, letting this like happen, even though it was a, you know, not the best financial decision. I think it'll pay off, so it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts on Deadpool, and yeah, that's about it for me.